indict the President of the United States. He can no longer remain Commander-in-Chief and President of the United States. He is not legitimate.
Who is Obama, really? I should have always asked you that.
He is an operative. He's a CIA creation. Forget where he's born, create anything else. He is totally a CIA creation. His mother was CIA, his grandmother was CIA, his grandfather on maternal side was CIA. They worked at the East-West Center, which I was in charge of when I was Deputy Assistant Secretary of East Asia and the Pacific. That's the center where we fund the CIA operatives. He went to Occidental College in L.A. He was trained by some of my guys who were in the CIA. He then went to Pakistan, Afghanistan, worked for another man named Peter Geithner, the father of Tim Geithner in CIA. He has never been anything but a CIA operative. He's never had a job. He's never been in public. He has never been anything but a CIA operative, and a very low one at that. He has had a history that's complicated in terms of his own sexual history, his own identity. I don't need to get into that. He does not belong as President of the United States. The point of fact now is not that he's black or white. He is an illegal presence now. He is a criminal, as determined by the Commission on Torture and Interrogation, that he has been indicted. And that's why you had this false flag, along with Bush Jr., who should
Let me ask you this, and then we're going to go to break, let you go, and bring in the next crew to cover all the breaking news that's happened here today. Dr. Steve Pieczenik, I mean, I've never heard you be so bold. Obviously, the hour is late. My whole issue is this. What does it mean? Because I'm not just saying this. I can't believe this has happened. I don't know if the media will ever get it, if the public will run with it, but they're just hoping no one understands this. Their false flag, like no other false flag, is usually it's 40 years later they admit, Gulf of Tonkin didn't happen, or Gladio is real, or Ajax happened. This is unraveling within hours in front of everyone in spectacular fireworks. What is that going to do when they're going, we've got the guy, well, now we don't, and then they're shutting down the courthouse where the guy's at, and bomb squads. I mean, they're probably killing the guy or something. I mean, or killing Navy SEALs. God only knows. They are running around like chickens with their heads cut off right now. May they flee forward and do something new? What do you expect them?
What's going to happen now is, and I think Alex and the audience should understand, Obama came forth, whoever he may be. As I said, he's a CIA asset. He is a creation of what the CIA and DARPA created in '73 when I was at MIT, and that is social media and the Internet. He's a total creation of it. He came to power on that social media. Now he must be brought down by that social media and the Internet. The very instrument that brought him to power can bring him down to power. And this is what I say to you in the audience. Whatever brought you to the banking system can be brought down the banking system by cyber war and cyber attacks. You have underestimated the power and the strength of the ability of Anonymous and others to literally take down the systems as WikiLeaks did. That was the most threatening element.
Absolutely. They tried to spin it that it was government and almost bought it, but it's certainly not now. Let me expand on that. Our reporter takes over the press conferences, international news, injects the word false flag. Just one guy with a wife and a child, real deal, does it. I know I'm real. I know I'm nobody. I'm not even that smart, and I've done all this. I don't think people realize, you're right, the lone man, that's what they're scared of. Doing things, taking action will bring them down, because they know they're just lone men that have done this. They're scared of good men coming against them.
Exactly. The most threatening, you hit it on the head, Alex. If those of you who have learned a little bit about Henrik Ibsen and the dollhouse of the master builder of Norwegian origin, it is said that the most powerful man in the world is the lone man. We are each loners. We are each individualists. That's what makes America a great country. Alone, using the Internet, using other means, and supporting our candidates, we can bring down this president. We can bring down the government. The government is a collusion of corruption, cronyism, and crookedness. It is a fearful entity that cannot stabilize very well.
Well, I don't want to bring it down and bring something even worse in, but if we do the Declaration of Independence...
You will not bring in worse, because with technology now and the Internet, you will have to go through a period where you have to have a give and take, which was not what we had. We had two parties that really did not exist. The Republican Party was a joke. You had a joke as Mitt Romney, and then you had all the other ones, Michelle Bachmann and Santorum and Newt Gingrich. This was a circus. And then you had Obama, who was already pretty much in place as a result of social media, just an extension of the transgender Hillary Clinton. It's all Hillary Clinton and their extension through Obama.
Transgender.
And that's what you've really
transgender.
seen.
Are you saying she's a man?
Well, I'm saying there's more an issue here with Hillary than you would imagine. She's not exactly what you think she is.
She's a hermaphrodite?
That's not relevant. But what's relevant is she is lethal, she's dangerous, and she's also not legitimately a candidate. She was also indicted for interrogation and terrorism.
She's a pig. There's no doubting she's a demonic pig. Okay, well, Dr. Pieczenik, this has been an amazing interview. And as we have a false flag thing in chaos, and that's almost, you're saying they're cold-blooded and focused, but look at this ham-fisted event. I mean, it's like, I think almost anybody could carry out a better event than this. I mean, these are a group of...
That's correct, but thanks to technology and to your perception, this is not going to work. That's why technology is so efficient it can disrupt any false flag in any event now in the 21st century. That's what they cannot control. That's what the government fears. Cyber attacks, and cyber war by any one of the people or a group of people or anonymous can take down this government very quickly.
Well, I mean, you call it cyber war. What about InfoWar? If we just swarm them, if we swarm them with the truth, there's nothing they can do. I mean,
well, the point is the truth has to mobilize people into action. People now have to act. They've heard the truth. They've now been told and reaffirmed by their own constitution and their own legislators that this president is...
Well, I was about to say, what you've said is in the Declaration of Independence, that when you have a tyranny, it's not just your right, it's your duty to throw it off and make a new government. And I say, take the Bill of Rights Constitution, re-upload the Republic. We're not going to break away to get rid of the government.
No, we're not.
Break away to re-upload it.
You got it.
All right, Dr. Pieczenik, we'll have to get an update from you tomorrow. StevePieczenik.com. You are a brave person, and this is historical what's happening. I've never seen a false flag unravel like this in front of everyone, where they think we're all so dumb we don't see the guys with the bombs. And we even got like shots of the backpacks with the pressure cookers in it. We know who they are. The media is acting like they don't know because their own agents are all over the camera with the bombers. I mean, this is just all at Infowars.com. PrisonPlanet.com. David Knight, Jakari Jackson coming in for the next 2 hours, and then we'll take a break until nightly news with updates tonight. Dr. Pieczenik, I'll say bye to you. We're going to go to Mr. Swan.